Oh, thanks for joining me today. I am with Dave. Dave is with Novacare. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Good, Molly. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for hanging out with me virtually.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, for those of us who don't maybe know about Novacare, tell us your role there and what Novacare is all about.
Novacare, we are an outpatient physical therapy provider. I'm the center manager of our South Russell office here in South Russell, Ohio. Here, we have about 35 centers throughout Northeast Ohio as well, and then probably about 1,500 centers nationally. So, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
We're a large provider of outpatient physical therapy services in the region and in the country.
So you are, I'm going to assume, essential right now.
Yeah, so physical therapy is considered an essential healthcare service at this point.
Look, we have a
So,
live caller.
right? Yeah, the phone's been ringing a little bit.
So people are still able to come in because, it might be a treatment that is continuing them to get better from something or, all the things we go and get physical therapy for, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So most of our centers are staying open to kind of serve patients that still require some physical therapy. Say they've just had surgery or recovering from an injury. We're kind of staying open to make sure they can continue to rehab and get back to their functional level they were beforehand. And then also just kind of we're kind of staying open in order to take some of the pressure off some of the hospital systems and things like that too. So not as many people have to go see their doctor or go to the emergency room. They can come into our center and kind of get some care for some of the minor injuries and things like that are still kind of going on right now.
Yeah, that's a great comment because I could walk out today and trip over my stoop and crack my ankle, and to be honest, the last thing I want to do is go to the ER. Actually, I might not even be able to go to the ER.
Right.
So that's a great. I never thought about that you guys would be able to see me and treat to the best that you can.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. And are you guys busy? Are you seeing that people are maybe a little hesitant to come into therapy?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, we've been a little bit slower since the stay-at-home orders have been in place and things like that. And everyone's a little bit different in where they are in their process of rehab. So someone that's still really requires a lot of hands-on therapy and things like that, that maybe just had surgery or their injury is fairly new, then a lot of them are still kind of coming in because they really need the help to get moving again. But some other patients may choose, if they have higher risk factors or things like that, to kind of stay home. And then we have different options that we can follow up with those patients as well. So
Do you have, I was going to ask that, do you have virtual, my daughter, my granddaughter is one and actually does physical therapy. She's low bearing, she doesn't have a lot of muscles in her legs right now. And they ended up canceling her for right now. So she does virtual with the instructor at home. Is that an option for some of your patients? And do you have the time to do that?
Yeah, that is an option. So we are now offering tele-rehab throughout our region and throughout the country there. So you can kind of virtually see a therapist and kind of help guide you through your exercises and your plan of care. So that's always an option. Yeah.
Do you see that continuing and possibly growing your business?
It's definitely kind of a new thing that has been kind of growing over the last few years, I think. And now just with this whole coronavirus pandemic that's going on, it's definitely kind of made it a lot more important, and it's growing a lot faster, this tele-rehab option that we have. So I think it'll probably be a bigger part of the business after this is all over with as well.
Yeah, that's something that I've been seeing consistently is businesses that have thought about doing something. This has been kind of a kick in the butt,
Oh, yeah.
and they've had to get it going, and now it's actually been a great addition to their business.
Yeah, definitely. And then we are also offering an outpatient rehab in the home too. So for other patients that may still need to see a therapist in person, but they don't want to come out of their house, we have the option to go to their house and kind of see them, but it would still be kind of treated as an outpatient visit rather than a home health type visit. So we have a couple different options for people.
And how is your staff holding up? Like, this has got to be pretty daunting for them as well, because, I mean, they probably want to be hunkered down in their homes.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely scary, but we're doing a lot of our due diligence here. So we screen employees every day. They come into work, so screening patients every visit and screening employees, including taking their temperature.
Oh, another live caller.
Sorry. So I think in general, people feel fairly safe in this environment. It's pretty controlled. We're constantly cleaning and sanitizing the equipment and surfaces throughout the center, constantly washing and sanitizing our hands. So we're able to kind of control who's in here, and there's usually only one or two people in here at a time for the most part. So I think people are handling it pretty well. We're pretty grateful to still be working at this point. So.
And then do you have a stronger routine when you get home, or the staff when they get home, than you have in the past?
Yeah, I typically kind of just take a shower when I get home, kind of change my clothes and things like that, just to make sure I'm not carrying anything on my clothes or anything like that. It's, I mean, not as careful as I would be if I was working in the hospital or something like that. But I just kind of change and take a shower, just make sure I'm kind of clean when I get home and hang out with the family there.
It is. I think that we have learned in our society that our heroes look a little different these days than they have in the past, and those of like you and hospital workers are kind of like our new hero. So we thank you for doing what you're doing, because I mean, these people need you right now, and unfortunately during these times they don't have a choice to not choose their therapy to get better. So thank you guys for doing what you do. We appreciate you so much. And you said you guys are in South Russell. Where exactly in South Russell are you?
So we're on the corner of 306 and Bell Road. We are right next to South Russell Family Practice, if you're familiar with them at all.
I could literally throw a stone at you right now.
Yeah, you're pretty close by.
I knew where you were. The people
Okay.
listening, I wanted to make sure they knew. So do you go to Bell Market Express a lot for your lunch?
Oh yeah, it's nice to have that option now, because we didn't have anything relatively close to us for lunch before that. So
we had Hobbies, but I'm sure you can only do it so much.
Yeah.
But the pizza at Bell Market Express, people, holy moly!
Yeah, that's good.
So you don't have a lot of downtime, or maybe you do. But have you seen any? Have you picked up any hobbies that were sitting in the closet that you dusted off?
Not a whole lot. We just have a new baby, actually, that's 2 months old, so that's been taking up a lot of our time.
I bet.
I guess I've been reading a little bit more and kind of taking my time to just learn some different things, but get outside as much as I can.
Any good binging?
Oh, what have we? No, we're not. We're not really up on any of the hip shows. We're kind of still watching the NCIS shows and those kind of things. So.
You're still with ER.
Right. Yeah.
And if you had one thing to share or say to everybody, what would it be?
I think just kind of continue to follow kind of all the guidelines from the CDC. Kind of make sure you're washing your hands, stay home, kind of be safe, and hopefully we'll all be back to normal here in a little while there. So.
Amen. Amen. And if people want to look you up and find out more about Novacare, where could they find you?
Our website, novacare.com. Our phone number here in South Russell is 338-1155. It's a 444.
We'll put everything down there for folks.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. And what's the baby's name?
Her name's Chloe. Yeah.
Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. I have grandbaby twins that just turned a year. So it goes, is this your first?
This is actually our third, yeah.
Third. Oh my goodness. So any in school right now? Is your wife homeschooling?
We have, 2 school-age kids that are kind of working through all that online type stuff. So
wow.
She has her hands full at home.
Another hero that we have put into our hero list, that is for sure. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful day, and please stay well.
Thank you, Molly. You too.
All right, thanks.